And now our Yoo Li-an is at a polling station in Seoul's Dongjak-B district in what's been identified as a key race in these by-elections.
This is the only district in Seoul voting today and looks to be a very tight race. So, Li-an, how is it there? Are you seeing many voters come to cast their ballots?
Hi, Mark, Jin-joo. After the morning rush here, where voters were rushing in to cast their ballots before heading to their work, things have been quite slow around here. I'm here at the Dongjak-B district in Seoul, which is one of the most hotly contested seats for this by-election, and it is also a major swing region. When looking at the past parliamentary elections, candidates from the ruling Saenuri Party and main opposition party split Dongjak-B, winning twice each. Now, this region also had the second highest early voter turnout rate, which shows the residents here are eager to have their voices heard. Now, in this district, ruling Saenuri Party candidate Na Kyung-won, who is aiming to become a third-time lawmaker, is taking on the minor opposition Justice Party candidate Roh Hoe-chan, who is expected to absorb most of the votes from anti-Saenuri Party voters after the opposition camp last week joined forces to field just one candidate. The two were neck and neck in the last opinion polls released last week, showing Na of the ruling party with less than 1% lead. Now, as for what voters would like to see from their elected leader, many talked about the investigation into April's deadly Seoul ferry disaster.
From the investigation process for Yoo Byung-an to the Seoul ferry law, I felt frustrated that the ruling and opposition parties have been unable to come to terms. I voted for someone who could voice their opinions strongly at the National Assembly. The winning candidate should first focus on revitalizing the local economy. The public is so hurting from Seoul ferry tragedy. I hope our politicians do their best to relieve us of our pain.
Well, it's good to see citizens out there exercising their democratic right to vote. And what is the voter turnout nationwide at this hour? And how is this final voter turnout expected to affect the results?
Mark, well, the latest voter turnout as of 11 a.m. local time stood at 10.3%. And the National Election Commission expects the final voter turnout to be in the early 30% range. And that is pretty much the average for by-elections like this. Now, traditionally, older voters turn out in greater numbers than younger people. And because the older generation typically lean towards the Conservative Party, the participation rate of 20 to 30-year-olds will be a variable in determining the ultimate results. Also, Mark, the weather will play a role as well. It's been very hot the last couple of days. The mercury is expected to touch a sweltering 32 degrees Celsius this afternoon in Seoul, and it'll be even hotter in other parts of the country. Now, high temperatures typically keep people at home and out of the polling booth, so we'll see how that factors in as well. This has been Yoo Li-an reporting live from a polling station in Dongjak-B district.